Today on our show, we have two very special guests, one representing corporate owned devices and one representing BYOD and why they differ.
I'm Cameron, and I'm going to be arguing for Bring Your Own Devices.
I'm also Cameron, and I'm going to be arguing for corporate owned.
So, to start off, what are some of the benefits of corporate owned devices and what are some of the benefits of BYOD?
Okay. Alright, the corporate owned benefits. Main one, security. It's more secure when managing one platform, being Apple iPhones. You can monitor all of the devices through the MDM, and then increased control leads to greater safeguards for data and device protection. And then compatibility, less hardware and software differences lead to more efficient management solutions. And then cost, ability to negotiate prices to bulk purchase.
As far as Bring Your Own Devices is concerned, some of the benefits are you don't have the upfront capital cost that comes along with buying the purchases as the company. Of course, you also have stipend, but in the long run, that's going to be much less than purchasing new phones at any increment of time, be it 2 to 5 years. And one of the other benefits is up-to-date technology. So employees, on average, are going to be buying phones more frequently than large companies would or small companies. And you're going to have access to people with having the newest hardware and the fastest hardware. So you're going to get benefits from that as well. Now, along with these, there's some other benefits that aren't really quantifiable, like familiarity with devices, which mainly is part of productivity. So you're going to have benefits from that, and also other unforeseen benefits as well.
So, in terms of cost savings, what are the biggest benefits of corporate owned devices and what are the biggest benefits of BYOD?
So some of the benefits cost-wise when you're talking about Bring Your Own Devices is with corporate owned, you have to put an upfront purchase on buying new phones, as well as replacing those phones when they break or buying new ones at incremented times. So if you're looking at the model of iPhone, the lowest price model of iPhone right now is about $700, and phone prices for iPhone have been around $700 with inflation. You're looking at 12,000 employees for Marathon, which would equal $8.4 million. And of course, like I said, the cost is going to only increase because you have to replace these phones. And then you're also going to have the recurring costs of the plans themselves. And I think there's a great benefit to Bring Your Own Devices there because you're saving a lot of money up front because you don't have to pay for hardware costs.
Well, the one thing you're really sacrificing with BYOD is security. Data breaches cost companies upwards of $8 million after there was a breach in 2018, which is just the price of the phones. And then you also have to deal with some of your employees not having up-to-date technology, older phones that can be a detriment to productivity in the company.
I wanted to talk again about the untangible benefits of BYOD and some new things that may come from them that you might not be expecting. So as far as doing new things, BYOD is really good with productivity. Because people are going to be using their own phones, they're going to have increased efficiency and familiarity with devices. And they're also going to have more flexibility to do certain tasks at certain times. And you can probably see this maybe through benefits through things like MDM and monitoring software. Doing things better, like I said before, productivity is really going to be boosted with familiarity of devices. And some observable benefits could be employee satisfaction. By giving them the choice to choose what devices, they're going to be more willing to complete certain tasks on those devices rather than using a phone that they may not use or understand. And while doing this, you're also going to be stopping the purchase of these devices, lowering costs overall and saving the company money in the long run. Although there is security risks, you're going to be generally safe, especially with monitoring software like MDM. And there's going to be no more 9 to 5 limitations on work procedures. So it depends on how as a company you want to pursue this policy, but you could ask other employees to do some small work task outside of 9 to 5 hours because they will have their work phone on them, or depending on how privacy or out of work hours work, it could put limitations on these as well.
With the implementation of BYOD, there are several business processes that might change or be introduced to the MPC employees. The most prominent one most likely being the implementation of the MDM software Zen Mobile. Following the use case table shown here, we can map out how this process would take place. First, the employee will install the Citrix Zen Mobile application. Next, they'll open up the app and enter their employee email, which is stored in the cloud. This information is brought back through a secure server, which can be accessed by the employee at any time. Once this is complete, the employee will follow 3 additional steps. They'll install the company profile, install the device profile, and then finally complete the enrollment. The final step can include downloading additional applications such as a receiver as well as other applications following the MDM policy guidelines. Once this is complete, the employee's device will be saved into the system, and any applications which were downloaded through Zen Mobile can be accessed, monitored, or wiped by any administrator.
So our recommendation for Marathon Petroleum Company would be to take a closer look at BYOD. We recommend pursuing this model just because of the cost savings they're going to have, and although some of the benefits may not be as tangible as sort of the hardline benefits such as cost, it really offers a lot more opportunity and productivity to the company. So like companies or the increased productivity that comes along with it, employees carrying their mobile phones outside of work hours could lead them to do more work outside of work hours, as well as be more efficient in the types of work that they complete. There's also going to be the decreased financial cost that comes along with the fixed cost of purchasing the phones at incremented rates. And then having more up-to-date technology and usability as far as consumers go when it comes to using their mobile phones. So for the MDM software, we recommend that Marathon continue using Citrix Zen Mobile. It's a familiar software that many employees are very familiar with and have used in the past. It also supports all phone types as well as Microsoft applications. Considering that most of the use cases for people using these company phones or phones with company data on them, you're going to be using things like Microsoft Office as well as other basic functions. And Zen Mobile is very effective at keeping that sort of data secure, as well as it has a 98% user satisfaction rating when it comes to MDM platforms.
As much as I hate to admit it, BYD is the best option for Marathon.